Have you ever wondered what the fourth dimension is? It's an enticing question, isn't it? We navigate our world in 3 dimensions: length, width, and height. That's a concept we've understood since our early years. But when we broach the subject of a fourth dimension, it indeed becomes a tad perplexing, doesn't it? In fact, many future theories have speculated on the existence of this dimension. It's not surprising then for confusion to seep in. We're creatures of habit, after all, and the idea of something beyond our 3-dimensional comprehension can seem like a futuristic concept. Some might dismiss it as mere science fiction or confounding mathematical theories, while others might visualize it as an added physical dimension, an unseen layer of reality. Yet in reality, this fourth dimension isn't as alien as you might think. It isn't about extraterrestrial beings or parallel universes. So, hold on to your curiosity as we plunge into this fascinating concept. But what if I told you that you encounter the fourth dimension every day? Let's find out. The fourth dimension isn't just about time. There are other possibilities too. Let's explore some of these intriguing ideas. First, what if we consider a fourth spatial dimension? This is a bit mind-bending, but bear with me. We can move up and down, left and right, forward and backward. But what if there was another direction we could move in that is at right angles to the other 3? This is the idea of a fourth spatial dimension. Visualizing this is challenging because we are 3-dimensional beings, but mathematically it's entirely plausible. Now let's dive a bit deeper. What about the idea of parallel universes? Some theories suggest that the fourth dimension could be a gateway to a multitude of other universes, each one a separate 3-dimensional reality existing in parallel to ours. Imagine countless versions of our universe, each with its unique variations, all existing simultaneously. It's a fascinating concept, isn't it? And what if we go beyond the fourth dimension? Some scientific theories propose that there could be as many as 11 dimensions. These higher dimensions may be compactified or hidden in ways we can't perceive, but they could hold the key to understanding the fundamental nature of our universe. These are just theories, but they open up a world of fascinating possibilities. Is the fourth dimension time, space, parallel universes, or something else entirely? We may not have definitive answers yet, but exploring these possibilities can give us a deeper understanding of the universe we inhabit. So, let's keep our minds open as we continue our journey into the fourth dimension. So, what is the fourth dimension? We are all familiar with the 3 dimensions of space: length, width, and height. These dimensions define our physical world and allow us to navigate through it. But there's another dimension that is equally important, yet a bit more elusive. You see, to fully describe our universe, we need to consider time as the fourth dimension. Now you may be wondering, how can time, which seems so different from the spatial dimensions, be a dimension itself? That's a splendid question. Here's one way to think about it. Imagine you're meeting a friend at a coffee shop. You don't just tell them the location, do you? You also tell them when you'll be there. The when is as critical as the where. Without the time, the information is incomplete. This is because time is interwoven with our spatial dimensions to create the fabric of our reality. Now, time as a dimension is a bit peculiar. Unlike the spatial dimensions, we can't move freely in time. We are always moving forward from one moment to the next, whether we like it or not. This linear, one-directional flow makes time unique. But why is time necessary as a dimension? Well, without time, everything would happen at once. There would be no past, present, or future, just a static, unchanging universe. Time allows for change and progression, for cause and effect to take place. It gives our universe its dynamism and vitality. Einstein's theory of relativity further solidified time's status as the fourth dimension. He proposed that space and time are not separate entities but are interconnected in a 4-dimensional space-time continuum. This revolutionary idea has been a cornerstone of modern physics and has greatly expanded our understanding of the universe. So time, this constant, unstoppable force that governs our lives, is indeed our fourth dimension. It may be different from the spatial dimensions, but it is just as crucial. Just as we move through space, we also move through time, making it our fourth dimension. But how does time work as a dimension? In our daily experience, we perceive time as a linear journey, a river that flows from the past, through the present, and into the future. It's an inexorable march forward, never pausing, never reversing. But that's just our perception, our way of making sense of the world around us. Imagine for a moment that you're a traveler, not just in space, but in time. You can move forward and backward, left and right, up and down, and yes, even into the past and future. This is the idea that some theories in physics propose, suggesting that time could be a dimension much like the three spatial dimensions we're familiar with. Just as we can move in any direction in a three-dimensional space, these theories suggest we could potentially move in different directions in time. You could revisit yesterday or leap forward to see tomorrow. It's a mind-bending concept, isn't it? But remember, it's only a theoretical possibility at this point. This theory of time as a dimension arises from the idea of space-time, a concept that combines space and time into a single interwoven continuum. In this view, the past, present, and future are not separate entities but exist together in one four-dimensional structure. However, unlike spatial dimensions, we can't freely move around in time, at least not yet. The constraints of the physical world and the laws of physics as we understand them limit us to experiencing time in a linear, one-way fashion. Yet, the idea of time as a dimension provides us with a new perspective to understand the nature of reality. It opens up a world of possibilities that stretch beyond our common experiences, beyond what we can see, touch, and feel. And while it can seem abstract and far removed from our everyday lives, it's these kinds of ideas that push the limits of our understanding, that challenge us to think in new and different ways. This concept challenges our usual perception of time, but it's a fascinating exploration of the fourth dimension. Before we wrap up, let's delve into an exciting concept that's been the subject of many science fiction stories and films: time travel. If time is indeed a dimension, as we've discussed, could we not travel through it as we do with space? Well, it's not that simple. The laws of physics, as we understand them, don't allow for such freedom, at least not yet. But let's indulge in this thought experiment for a moment. Imagine you have a time machine. You punch in a date, say 5 years into the future. The machine whirs to life, and in a flash, you're there. What would you see? What would have changed? How would it feel to leap over years in the blink of an eye? It's certainly a thrilling concept, isn't it? Or consider traveling to the past. What if you could witness historical events firsthand, or meet your ancestors? This kind of journey would give us an entirely new perspective on history and our place in it. But time travel isn't just a simple hop into a machine. It would involve navigating the complex fabric of space-time, dealing with concepts like wormholes and black holes, and overcoming enormous energy requirements. And then there are the paradoxes, the most famous one being the grandfather paradox. What happens if you go back in time and prevent your grandparents from meeting? Would you cease to exist? These are fascinating questions, but they also highlight the complexities and potential dangers of time travel. For now, time travel remains in the realm of science fiction, but who knows what the future holds. For a more detailed exploration of time travel, check out our dedicated video on the topic on our channel. Now let's sum up what we've learned about dimensions. So, we've taken a journey through the dimensions, ending in the mysterious fourth dimension. We started with a simple line, the first dimension, then expanded into a plane, the second dimension. Adding depth, we arrived at the tangible world around us, the third dimension. But we didn't stop there. We dared to explore beyond what we can see or touch, venturing into the realm of time, the elusive fourth dimension. Over this journey, we've seen how time, this fourth dimension, shapes our lives in ways we often take for granted. From aging to the rhythm of our daily routines, time's invisible hand guides us. It's not just a measure of moments, but a dimension we exist in, breathe in, and navigate through. In conclusion, dimensions are not just abstract concepts confined to the world of theoretical physics, but integral parts of our everyday reality. Next time you check your watch or plan your day, remember, you're interacting with the fourth dimension. Before we wrap up, we'd love to hear your thoughts on this journey through dimensions. Do you find the concept of the fourth dimension as intriguing as we do? Do you have any theories or ideas about it that you'd like to share? Let's continue this exploration together. If you enjoyed this video and are excited for more mind-bending content like this, don't forget to give it a like. And to ensure you don't miss any of our future explorations, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. We truly appreciate your support and are excited to continue unraveling the mysteries of our universe together. So keep those gears turning, curious minds. Until next time, keep exploring and keep questioning.